You guys, it's time to be in soft girl. Forget hard work. Nobody wants hard work. Hard work's not working for anybody. So hard work is making you fail because your nervous system is just in dysregulation. It's just in fight or flight. And the more you're in fight or flight, the less you are going to do follow through to actually finish the task that you're doing or whatever it is the project is that we're doing. But in like the modern society of America, which is the only thing I can speak to, we are all taught, brainwashed constantly that hard work is the answer, and it's not the answer. So in this video, I'm going to tell you everything I figured out about this in the past few months in like 15 minutes, okay? So my name is Arwen McLaughlin. I'm a psychic intuitive person. I like to do tarot readings, Akashic record readings, and energy healing. But today we're going to talk about fight or flight and freeze and how that's absolutely ruining your life. I finally figured out why I couldn't figure certain things out for years, and it was because I was in fight or flight / freeze. So I was just circling through this nervous system dysregulation of fight or flight and freeze over and over and over again, okay? So if you have ever felt like this huge burst of creativity and then you do the thing, but it's adrenaline, right? And then you do it, but you don't finish it, obviously, because why would you do that? Because then you collapse into numbness or sadness or whatever. You just can't get your life together because then you're too busy scrolling, lying on the couch and eating because you just can't get anything done with your life. And this could last for who knows long. This could be days, this could be every day. It could be a long time, it could be weeks. And then you'll just suddenly get bursts of energy and then crash, and then bursts of energy and then crash. And a light bulb moment, that is because your nervous system is in fight or flight / freeze. Okay, so the extreme apathy of not wanting to do anything, not feeling like anything matters, or you just kind of want to lay around and whatever, and who cares, and just wanting to numb out because you're tired. You're it almost feels like your nerves are tired, right? That is a freeze state because your nervous system is not regulated. And then the huge bursts of energy stuff, that is the adrenaline. It's I forgot. Is it your sympathetic nervous, parasympathetic? I don't remember which part of your nervous. I should have figured this out before the video. I'm sorry. But your nervous system is activated basically, right? And it's and so being in this, I've been in this state for years. And when I finally realized it, I was I don't know if I've ever been at rest and digest my entire life. Literally, I can't remember. So this whole work harder bro mentality is not the vibe, and I have known it for so long, but I wasn't able to listen to myself to feel what I actually needed and what was actually true. Let me tell you what I figured out. So I hit super burnout in November, and then my intuition was screaming me I needed to go get a Reiki session. Reiki is when a practitioner channels universal life force into your body. It kind of feels like being plugged, if you were a phone, it feels like being plugged into the wall and recharged. Okay, that's the best way I'm thinking to put it. So I got 4 Reiki sessions in a month. I got one every single week in November. And I felt so much better. It was insane. I was just I just couldn't believe how bad I was before. So when I got the 3rd session, I remember I went so much into rest and so much into relaxation. I almost panicked a little bit. Because I was I wasn't used to feeling that relaxed. My body registered that amount of relaxation as unsafe. Because I had been in fight or flight for so long. I can't even tell you. So, I just went and got another Reiki session the next week, and I balanced out. And then in November, I got one every other week. And then for January as well, and for February, because I've scheduled it out, I'm going to have one for every other week. And literally just this past week, I can really feel that I am regulated. I feel like I'm in rest and digest. I feel so calm. I feel I literally can't remember the last time, literally in my entire life, that I was this calm. I wasn't even in rest and digest as a child. So here's what's interesting about this is a couple of things. Number one, I was never going to accomplish the things I wanted to accomplish in the fight or flight / freeze loop. Not going to do it. It was never going to work. I had been trying to force myself for so long in literally years, being in that loop for years and trying to force myself to like get it together, or, oh, I need discipline, or no, I don't need discipline. When I feel good, I don't need discipline to do things. I just do them. I feel like you need discipline when you feel like shit. Then you need discipline. But when or if you're trying to make yourself do something you don't actually want to do, then you need discipline. But when you're feeling good, you don't need discipline. And when you're doing anything you actually want to do, you don't need discipline. But our American society doesn't put any sort of like value on doing what you actually want to do, what you're called to do, what your soul is here to do. American society is all about like doing what is socially acceptable and like making money and achievement and status and goals, and like I literally could care less at this point. Like when I was younger, I did care because I was brainwashed, but now I'm like, this stuff doesn't matter at all. Who even cares? Let's move on. Right? And I think we're all getting there as a collective, that this hustle thing is a bunch of bullshit and nobody's into it. So anyways, about the nervous system, now I realized the number one reason I couldn't get things done, besides the fact that I just couldn't get things done, was because I didn't trust myself, okay? But I didn't trust myself because I never knew if I was going to be wired or tired. Like I was like, but I don't know how I'm going to be on Thursday. I have no idea. And really, I'm so tired all the time. I really just want to be by myself. I really just want time to myself, so that if I really want to like recharge, I know I can do that. It was like this feeling unsafe because I didn't know, what if I'm tired and I need to recharge? Will I be able to do it? Right? And the number one reason I think almost all of us like don't want a job, don't want like all these like things that like none of us want, it's because we just want to be regulated. I want to do things. Like I like doing things, but I don't want to do things that feel like my nervous system is in a light socket all the time. Nobody likes that, okay? Obviously. And I feel like now that I'm in rest and digest, I'm like, oh, I have bandwidth now and I have capacity. And like, I trust myself where like I can make a decision and I can follow through on the thing. And I'm not worried about making a commitment or choosing to do something, or choosing to do a long-term project that's going to take multiple like inputs, because like I trust myself to get it done because I feel relaxed and I feel calm and I have the capacity to do it. When your nervous system is in fight or flight, you don't have any capacity to get it done. You just don't. And I have multiple times, I have like had brief periods where I have got out of fight or flight, like if I really think about it. And in those periods, I have gotten things done. I haven't needed discipline. I haven't needed all the things that like the hustle bro culture tells you you need to have, okay? Because I had authentic, genuine inspiration, happiness, and joy, and regulation. I was regulated. So it was easy to like show up and do the thing. And that is called, what is that? There was a video by a guy that I watched. He called that something where you're like, I call it super flow. I think he called it ventral vagal is what it is. It's when your nervous system is in rest and digest and you're like happy and joyful and you feel good. And it was just very freeing to know that these nervous system states were actually what were underlying my ability to get things done. It wasn't like a flaw as a person, and it wasn't that I didn't have the right plan, or that I didn't have the right structure, or that I didn't have enough discipline, because that's what like hustle bro culture likes to do. It likes to blame you. You're the problem. You don't have enough willpower. No, bro, I don't have any brain chemicals. It's not that, right? Like you need brain chemicals to have willpower, and in order to get brain chemicals, you kind of need to be relaxed because your brain needs to generate them in the first place, which means you cannot be running around from a saber-toothed tiger every 3 seconds, because that's like a lot of what our modern world is. So, with the rest and digest, another interesting thing that happened besides me feeling like I could trust myself and just generally feeling really happy and joyful is I just had no desire to scroll and numb. Like it just went away. Like in early January, like I felt like my battery had been recharged enough from November, December, that out of nowhere I was just like, oh, I like stopped watching YouTube because honestly, I had a YouTube addiction, slight problem. and I just, maybe 1 video a day or 0 videos a day. And I just have no desire to spend all this time like numbing and listening to a podcast at all times, listening to a YouTube video at all times, like constantly having something going on. Dude, I literally just want to sit in silence for a few hours, literally hours, and it's not bothering me. Like, I'm having a good time. It's like it's 2010. And so I am fan analog. I'm like happy to be semi-analog. I don't think I'm ever going to be 100% analog, but I can choose what is working for me and what is not working for me, instead of just like being awash in the social media all the time. You know what I mean? So currently I'm feeling good at being 85% analog and 15% plugged into the matrix. Let's use that word. We all love that word, plugged into the matrix. Plugged into the collective. And yeah, it's really changed my mental health immensely to be in this regulated state, to not be on social media. And I'm really seeing like the effect of being regulated means I don't want to be on social media all the time, and I don't want to numb. And I have heard other creators say this. They're like, oh, like I hardly consume anything. I'm creating all the time. And now I know why. It's because they're in a ventral vagal state, which means they're in a superflow state, which means they're in a rest and digest state, right? They're relaxed. They're happy. Their cup is full. They have plenty of energy to give because they are not running from a saber-toothed tiger. So, like, if you want, the other thing I want to tell you, I realized too, not having all the inputs from all like the media and the podcasts and the da-da-da-da, and I don't listen to the radio in the car either. I stopped doing that like a while ago. Not having any of the inputs and stuff is like, having the space is making my nervous system rest. Having the constant input is part of what is destroying your nervous system. So if you want to go back to rest and digest, I honestly don't see how you could do it by consuming a massive amount of media. Okay, I'm not saying you can't consume anything, but what I am saying is that I noticed that in more than like 35 minutes, I can kind of feel, oh, I'm getting out of balance, it's too much, and I want to turn it off. I do not want to watch it endlessly. I just don't. You know, very small bits is like totally okay. But those long binge watching sessions, you just go numb. It's like you get into this like spell. Okay. So anyway, if you want to get your life together, I highly suggest less inputs. Also, I've gotten rid of like 65% of the things that I own like this past year. And it was crazy how much more relaxed my nervous system was just getting rid of all the stuff. Just sitting here with it. And I know you're like, Arwen, you have all these, so much stuff behind. I know I do. I have all these cards behind me. But the cards aren't giving me anxiety. Like, the rest of the house is like, there's barely anything in it. I know you can't see my house, but there's not a lot going on, right? And I have a friend, and when I go over to her house, they're always buying antiques. It's like an antique show over there. I walk in and I immediately have anxiety because they have so much stuff in their house. I'm like, oh, this is a lot. But so yeah, maybe declutter your digital life, your physical life, walk outside, do some physical activities. It's really going to change your life. It's going to be so great. So that is what I learned. Soft life is in, bro life is out. Working yourself to death, absolutely out. You're literally never going to get there. Like, that is not the way to get there. And I don't know why all these people spout that that's the way to get there. Like, every time I've been massively, like, I don't know if I want to use the word productive. I want to use the word, like, effective and enjoyed myself and had a great time and, like, have been proud of myself because I'm like, oh, I've done the thing and I, like, oh, I'm so proud of myself for that project and it was so fun and I loved it. I have been in ventral vagal. I have been in superflow. I've been happy and, like, rest and digested. And I've only had brief times of that. Most of the time, I have been in fight or flight. Mostly, pretty much my whole entire life. And so is everybody. Especially people in America. Everyone is in fight or flight / freeze. It's kind of annoying. So, maybe we should stop that. Anyways, please let me know in the comments how you feel about this. Have you noticed this? Have you done a social media detox? Like, what has happened for you? Like, please tell me how you feel about it. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.